Okay, this is a hand which I played not too long ago. 50 no limit cash game. Uh, and I have ace jack suited somewhere at the middle position. So there's a raiser who raises to about 2.5 times the big blind. I calls. And this guy actually 3 bets and the rest fold and get the initial raiser to fold as well, because he has actually been raising a very wide range with a very short stack. So I think this is definitely a very poor play here, because with a short stack, whenever you go into the pot, you should try and have a very strong hand, because that's the purpose of short stack, going into the pot when you have a strong hand. Okay, now with ace jack suited here, if this is actually set and goes, I would have to make a mandatory fold, because I'm out of position and I'm going to miss the flop most of the time. And again, if this short stack actually calls him, I have the implied odds to call, because it is now a 3 pot. Or if this short stack actually 4 bet this raiser, I will have to fold as well. Okay, so now because this is a cash game, ace jack suited I think is quite a playable hand, because I don't think I'm going to fold ace jack suited to a 3 bet, so I call. Even though if when I'm out of position, because I think when I hit the flop, I can get this guy to pay me off. Okay, so the flop is very good for me. I have my ace jack top 2 pair, but there's a flush here, but I choose to check, because I am quite confident that this guy is going to make his C bet, because if he don't make his C bet after 4 betting, that means that he's actually a very lousy player, but he's not. I have played a couple of hands with him before, and I've actually taken down some notes on him. One of them is he's married to okay, because there's a pot where I played with him. He had queen pair, and I had I've actually forgotten what I have, but I have quite a big hand, and I went all in, and he called with just a queen pair on a very dangerous flop, on a very dangerous spot. So I know that he's actually sort of married to his pair, to good hands like king pair, ace pair, queen pair. Okay, so I checked, hoping that he will actually make a C bet. He bets, and I choose to slow play. Now, why do I choose to slow play here? Because I think most of the time he don't have a flush draw. Because if he's going to 4 bet, most likely he has premium hands like ace king, ace queen, or maybe high pair like ace pair, king pair, queen pair. That should be most hand that he's trying to represent here. Okay, so I do not think he has a flush, but maybe I'm wrong, but it doesn't hurt me to slow play this kind of flop. Okay, the turn card is actually very bad for me, because if he has a flush, then he would have hit his flush. So I check. Now when I check, right, he checked as well. So there's actually only 2 possibilities. One could be he's afraid of the flush. The other possibility will be because he has a flush and he's trying to slow play. Okay, now with a river card, there's a blank. I don't think I want to check here, because if I check and he actually bets a very big amount, I have to fold this hand, or maybe I have to pay him off with 2 pair in case he's actually bluffing. So instead of letting him gain control of the pot, letting him gain control of the hand, I would actually make a blocking bet about 1/3 of the pot. Now this blocking bet serve a few purposes. For example, if he doesn't have a pair, if he just have an ace pair, then he is most likely to call this blocking bet. Or if he has a very monster hand like flush or set, then okay, maybe set he will not go all in, but most likely flush. If he has a flush, he's going to go all in or re-raise me very big here. So I can actually cut my loss and fold my double pair. But instead he just call and shows a ace pair. Okay, so I think I played this hand quite well, extracting the maximum value from this hand while trying to minimize my potential losses if I'm actually behind. Now this hand has actually some implication on the next few hand. I think about okay, I think about 9 minutes earlier, because this guy who has been playing for about who has been playing in about 3 to 4 tables, I couldn't remember, but I'm sure that he have actually seen my previous hand with this guy here. Okay, so I have 5-4 suited here. This guy actually make a 2.5 time raise. The rest fold. Okay, this table has been quite tight except for this player. He has a VPIP of about 19, PFR about 16. So with 5-4 suited here, sometimes I'll fold, sometimes I will play. Especially if this guy is a very tight player, like playing only about 7% of his hand, then most likely I'm going to fold. But with this guy playing about 19% of his hand, I think I do have the implied odds to call, so I call. Especially since this is actually a suited card. If this is 5-4 non-suited or off-suit, I will just fold. Okay, the flop is quite tricky for me. I hit my bottom pair, but there's actually a flush draw, so I check. This guy actually make a c-bet. Now for this guy, right, he has a c-bet percentage of about 100% at flop and turn. So when he bet, right, as much as I wanted to give him a credit for a king or 10 or maybe some pocket pairs, I think most of the time he's just making his routine c-bet. So I try to take the pot by 3-betting him, and I'll actually fold to any re-raise by him, because I think I'm definitely behind. So he just call, and when he call, right, I actually could not put him on an ace king, because for an ace king, right, most likely he's going to re-raise again, and because this guy is actually quite aggressive, most likely he's going to re-raise again. But when he didn't, that shows that his hand might not be that strong. He could have a flush draw. Yeah. So the turn card is actually quite good for me, because I hit my double pair, and I totally, not to say totally, but I would have actually dismissed his I've actually dismissed the possibility that he has actually king 10 pair, the top 2 pair here, because I am sure that most of the player, if they actually have top 2 pair here, they are definitely going to raise me almost 100% of the time, because of the flush possibility on the board. So if he does not have any if he don't have any top 2 pair here, then I would assume that my 5-4 bottom 2 pair should be the best hand here, because I couldn't put him on a hand like king 5, king 4, because he has a VPIP of about 19%, and playing cards like king 5, king 4 is not really a top 20% hand, and especially since this is a 9 max table. So I actually bet close to pot, and he calls. Okay, now when this ace of club hit the river, right, I would assume that this is a very bad card for me, because if he is actually on the flush, then I'm going to lose some money. So I actually bet 1/3 of the pot size. Now, because of my previous hand history, right, say about I think it's about 10 minutes ago. I'm sure you have seen me betting 1/3 of the pot with the top two pair. So with me making the same raises again, uh, he is going to put me on a monster hand, a very strong hand. So if he calls, then I actually don't mind losing this $11.25. Um, because I can't check here. If I check and he actually bets a very big amount, then he could be bluffing. He could be trying to extract value. So it's actually a very hard decision for me to make. So instead of passively checking and allowing him to take control of the pot, I would prefer to make a blocking bet here. Now this blocking bet actually serves a few purposes because um, he has seen how I actually extract the value from the other guy on the other table. So most likely he's going to put me on a very strong hand when I bet something like this. So he actually fold his hand. So I think I played quite well in this hand and win quite a handsome pot here by being very aggressive on the table.